I was born in 1931, grew up in the Great Depression. Both of my parents were college graduates. My father was a brilliant engineer, got a very lucrative job with Johnson Controls in Boston, Massachusetts. So the newlywed couple went to Boston. They had a son, my brother, and in 1931, three things happened devastating to my family. The Great Depression hit. My father came down with some kind of a illness, symptoms like a stroke, and I was born. Dad lost his job. He was an invalid, and so we came back to Missouri, lived on a farm with relatives, and my mother found a job teaching in a one-room school with about 12 students. She made $520 a year. That was our income. We were poor, even by Depression standards. So this shaped my life in many ways. Growing up, working hard, growing your own food. Our house was filled with love, and there was never a doubt, Tommy, you can do something. Out in the country where I lived, I went to church with my mother, and we had a minister, kind of a self-appointed minister, and he could work himself up emotionally every Sunday till tears would roll down his cheeks. I thought this was great. I was going to be a preacher. But in high school, then I started reading books about Rufus Choate, Clarence Darrow, great trial lawyers of yesteryear. And these trial lawyers were helping people like my family, the underdog, the people who were oppressed by society. And so I said, this is what I can do. I want to be like Clarence Darrow and help the people who can't speak for themselves. I'll be their spokesman. My mother died when I was in high school. So a lot of what I did was to please her, even though she was gone.
I always tell people I am probably the luckiest guy alive because I got to go to work for Tom. When you start doing research on cases that are important to our practice, it's hard to come across a case that doesn't in some way have roots back to cases that Tom or somebody at this firm has tried.
The biggest thing for me about Tom is his consistency. Even though he's no longer trying cases, he's no longer in that role, he is the same person. He has the same drive, the same can-do attitude, and at the center of all that is still, how can I help others?
If you look at Tom in terms of just a lesson for how to live your life, that is a man who has never stopped trying to learn. It's like if he goes on a trip, it's usually some sort of educational or historical trip, and then he will come back and do PowerPoint presentations on the trip that he went on for his church members. I mean, when you even just seeing him at past 90, how clearly his thought is, you can see why he was so great.
For me, Tom is kind of an ideal. He is something, I want to be, that I'm going to work as hard as I can be. I'm not going to be Tom. Nobody's ever going to be Tom. If you created a fictional character and called him Tom Strong and had him do the things that Tom's done and all of the amazing things, nobody would believe you.
He's such a blessing to our firm. He's been a blessing to me. I had a very unique experience with Tom a couple years ago. And to have the opportunity to work alongside Tom in that matter, that ended up going to a bench trial, was tried, and then ultimately for us to be victorious. And it's me and Tom Strong sitting there having the opportunity in a courtroom together and see him work and see him prepare at his age was, I mean, it's one of the most inspiring things I've ever seen. And it really is a moment that I'm still right in the middle of my career, but it will be a highlight forever of my profession, of getting the opportunity to work alongside Tom Strong in a case.
Tom Strong's known me since I've been in diapers, and so he's always been a constant in my life. He's been someone I've looked up to, a hero in a sense. And so personally, he's watched me grow from diapers to now starting as an attorney. And, the reputation he has in this community and in the law practice is something to strive to achieve and to live up to, his expectations and what he has solidified in this industry and in this practice.
There are legacy names, usually like Neil Newman, where everyone's dead. And I think they said, well, Tom is close enough, so we'll just call it Strong Law. And my goal has always been to speak for those who could not speak for themselves.